And if I got to take off from Ubering, so them people that told you that bullshit, they lied and tricked you out your babysitter. Now look at you. Baby on your hip trying to make $1 and you under pressure. That's how I was. I know how you feel under pressure. I know what it feels like to be begging these networks to help you with that next hit, help you with that next lick so you can feed your kids. I've been there. Remember? When y'all was laughing, talking about, oh, she was trying to be an actress. I was trying my hardest. Yes, I was. But guess what? I didn't have nobody to help me. And you running around, running off all your help, listening to these weird motherfuckers, letting them think that you bigger than the program. These people want a show. They want a show out of you. They're ruining you. My son told you, sit down. Here goes some money. Sit down with the baby before you fuck it all the way up. That's what that was. But you let an ignorant bitch who ain't never held on to shit tell you that he's a narcissist and he want to dim your light. He gave you the light. Why the fuck would he want to dim it? You started off on Zeus Network. You said you led the people. You started knocking hoes down on Zeus Network. You was the first motherfucker that hit somebody for real on that network. Now you don't want to get hit. You started that. Bing, bing, bing. Remember? Now it ain't so good when people matching up with you. Girl, you need to do what you were supposed to do. I'm going to tell you what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to sit around there as long as you could. And if you were scared to fight, you should have just did like DTB, covered up, took the hits, and got up and kept working. Okay? Because that's what the job entails. They've been doing this shit on MMA, boxing. They do this shit on karate matches. They fight on WWE, WWF. It's a lot of shows that fight. You could go get in one of these cages and fight these women. Hell, you can fight and be like Karlissa Shields. But when you sign up to these places, you know when you signing up to fight. Now don't get on here talking about, oh, somebody doing this and doing that. You was able to go on there and do just like Whoa Vicky and get your check and leave. Run, duck for cover, grab your bag and go home. Because that's what I would have told Callie to do. Now, I would have told my daughter, you went on that motherfucker knowing that there was a possibility that one of them girls was going to get out of line and they was going to fight for time, for fame, whatever the case may be when the girls get active. Nobody told me when I went on Bad versus Wild that Tokyo might not get it cracking and then people get it cracking. I went on there knowing that. And whatever got cracking, got cracking. Okay? I went on there knowing that. So, don't get on here playing dumb. Get on here and do your apologies. Because my son tried to sit you down and told you to stay at home and you didn't listen to him. You listen to these other people that don't got shit, that don't give a fuck about shit. You listen to them. Now, if you was sitting down right now when he popped out, if you would have sat down like he told you, you wouldn't have got out here and exploited yourself. Ain't nobody had you on here sucking toes for free. Ain't nobody, Zeus ain't told you to suck them corns. My son don't got no corns. Do we, y'all? Do Blue got corns? I don't know. But anyway, we getting off topic. Back on the topic. All of that, this man and that man and this man and that man. If you would have sat down, you'd be sitting here waiting just like the rest of them. Waiting, honey. Waiting to pop out. But look at all this trash you done put behind yourself and everybody he might have to try to argue with to try to get you a damn job. Disobedience is the way to fail. Even if you don't like your boss at work, you don't let the motherfucker know. Girl, when I clocked in on Uber and they was telling me don't do this and don't do that, I wanted to tell the Uber people to kiss my ass, but you can't tell the Uber people to kiss your ass. Then turn your shit off so you can't drive no more. So what I need you to do is go talk to God, because you can repent again and again. I believe you can. I believe you got a couple more repentances in you. You still young. But hopping on here to talk about how I raised my kids and what I did with my kids, that ain't gonna help you. My kids right now is under punishment of the Lord. Okay? They under punishment of the Lord. That didn't have shit to do with me. I was nowhere around. And if they both would have listened to me, they both wouldn't be sitting down. Okay? So stop. The first thing I want you to do is start. First of all, you got to get rid of that ego off your shoulder. That pride is destroying you. That pride is destroying. You went up against the owner of the Zeus Network knowing they had $1 billion. And then got on there crying about it because you know you can't beat nobody with $1 billion. Now, if you'd have just left mad and quiet and didn't say shit, you could have pulled back up next week. Sometimes you're letting your mouth. That's what happened with me and you. I was so grateful. I was so grateful that Jonathan was entertaining a woman of color so that he could see what I went through, so that he could see what women of color go through. You know what I'm saying? Firsthand. Not just from his mama, but from a different perspective. Why we so strong. Why we so angry. Why we so hurt. Where we came from, I wanted him to have that opportunity, but you scared the living daylights out of him and me. Okay? That's beyond measure of the black woman. And what only thing you can do right now is look around you at the people that you're arguing with, the people that you've come up against, and really ask yourself, starting with me, because you knew you lied. You called me out my name. You did some disrespectful stuff in the presence of my child. And yes, I threw something at you because if it was Bravo, if it was Jaden, if it was Callie, if it was my stepkids, I would have threw something at them too, because you don't, I don't care that y'all got a new millennial. We old millennial. You don't cuss out your boyfriend's mama. You don't tell your boyfriend's mama how it is. So you knew why I threw something at you that day. And you know that you still going through this today. You still going through it. And if your mama got anything to say other than you should have respected that man's mother because she raised him and she was there every day. She didn't do no drugs. She didn't let nobody come in and beat her kids, molest her kids. She didn't do none of that. She chose her kids. If your mama didn't sit you down and tell you that's the type of mama you need to be for your son, I don't want to hear nothing about it at all. I never chose nothing over my children. Not even my own happiness, not my career, not acting, not television, not commercials, none of it. And I didn't walk away with a bitter heart either. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not angry about it. If my kids fell out with my husband and I had to divorce them, that's what had to be done. Because I wasn't finna sit there and be with no man and my kids be somewhere lost. Right now, while they sitting in that jail, they can't say shit, but mama, I'm sorry. Because I ain't never met a bitch that love her kids more than you. And that's what your son needs to say about you. When the days to come, that's what he needs to say about you. Because if a woman don't respect a man's mother, she should never be with him. I don't care if I didn't like my mother-in-law or she didn't like me or we didn't see eye to eye. She left here knowing I had nothing but respect for her, even though we couldn't see eye to eye about her son. And I loved her son so much that I did not have to have the last word. I did not have to talk to her with a disrespectful tone, not ever, even though I wanted to. Because when my mother-in-law left here, my husband knew I had nothing but respect for her. Now, his sisters, I might have cussed them sideways. I don't know if I ever said it to them, but I said what I had to say behind their back. But go up against his family and fight them, that I know they love him and they just hurt that he with me more than he with them. And maybe they a little jealous that we, making things happen a little faster than what they helped him. Maybe there's something there. He's the only child. You know what I'm saying? My husband is the only boy. But I just looked at that as, wow, this is a great guy. He has such a powerful women around him. I didn't grow no animosity to the people that love my husband. They love him. Maybe they didn't approve of me, but they do now. I had to earn my keep. I had to earn my position in his life with them by showing constant respect. You don't call your man's mother when she say she not finna take care of no more dogs, because that's what happened. You brought the dog. We don't even know where the dog is now. You did all that to me over a dog, disrespected me, did all that disrespectful shit, and the dog ain't even here no more. You did all that shit for me to clean up after your dog, and you ain't even got the motherfucking dog no more. You disrespected me about a dog you don't have no more. And yes, I absolutely should not have. I take full accountability for throwing that Gatorade bottle at you when you called me a bitch and told me I wasn't no type of mother. But you see how that lie is turning out for you? You got on here and made these people feel like I just didn't want you around my son because I wanted to sleep with my own son. Hell, my son been with Angie and Jaden since he was 14 years old. I ain't never had a problem with my son or nobody that he with. So why would I have a problem with you, baby? You did all of that for nothing. My son even said you tried to influence off just because he followed me on Instagram. You don't want Jonathan to have his mother for what reason? Even if me and you don't get along, you should still want him to have his mother. First of all, she said Jonathan don't want nothing to do with me because that's jail talk. Somebody tell her me and Jonathan been cool before he went to jail. Jonathan was on my show before he went to jail. We just didn't speak it and we didn't profess it to y'all. But me and Jonathan been cool way long time ago. I just told him I'ma just back off and act like we don't talk so she don't do nothing to you. I don't need to be your friend on Instagram. I don't need to be your buddy in public. Okay? Get yourself together. My son apologized to me way before jail. He apologized publicly in jail. Somebody tell her I was hanging out with him way before he went to jail. You see how these your fans that's saying that. You see them weird ass people that's saying that shit. Them the type of people you gotta watch, because they influence your mind to believing that Jonathan, my own son that came out my kitty cat, wasn't cool with me before he went to jail. I had the kids before he went to jail. Them the fans that you gotta watch out for. They leading you astray. They the people that told you smoke and drink while you pregnant. My auntie and my cousin, baby daddy's sister, she smoked her whole pregnancy and nothing happened to her kids. Them the people you gotta watch. Remember when you was lifting weights in that gym and I said, no, baby, don't lift weights. Don't lift weights like that. You can't do that while you pregnant. And what they get on here and do? They got on here and somebody shared the post and tagged me in all the posts. They got on here and said, she could lift weights if she want to. She could lift 300 pounds and squat 300 pounds while she pregnant. That's what they told you and you believed them. The same people that told you to whoop my ass. The same people. Them fake ass T pages, you need them henny pages, them people that's fake pretending like, oh, I'm supporting you, but steady sharing that shit on Facebook, getting a check for it. I know, because they told me. They the ones taught me how to share all my posts to Facebook. Yeah. You need to watch your fans and them T pages. They don't mean you no good. They getting a check off of pretending that they fuck with you, because an auntie that fuck with you would have came at you like Auntie Tia did. Okay? And all the aunties was supposed to say, Chrisean, she didn't say nothing disrespectful about you or your son. And I listened. Because if she would have disrespected you, I would have disrespected her. She didn't say nothing disrespectful. She got on here and tried to give you auntie advice, and you would not take it. And you let your fans, you let these T-pages tell you to go up against an auntie. When all she did was give you the advice that if you would have used it, you would be so far ahead of the game, you would never be waiting on my son to get out and do nothing for you. You'd be able to do it for yourself. Jaden is not waiting for John to get out and do nothing for her. She's not waiting for John to get out and save her. So the first thing I want you to do today is apologize to your mother. Apologize to your mother for trying to turn her to get on here and embarrass herself for you so that you could go viral. That's the first thing. Because that's not okay for you to put your mama on this internet to come up against me knowing that she's not in the right position to do that. I have enough respect for your sisters and for your mama not to do that to your mama on this internet. Yeah, I could probably go viral right now if I get on your live and start talking to your mama, but I'm not going to never do that to your mama, because I wouldn't want nobody to do it to mine. So no, I will not go back and forth with your mother about you. And the second thing I want you to do is tell all these T-pages to get the fuck out your face. Fake pretending to care about you. Posting there. These T-pages, go on them T-pages right now, y'all. Posting her up with Bino. Then posting her up with the college dude. Then posting her up with the next nigga. Then they got you posted up on their page with 5 different niggas in the last 3 months. Them is aunties doing that to you. If they was real T-pages that fucked with you, they would not post but one nigga every year. And they would let that die out and not promote it. I told you not to talk to Bino. I told you not to do that. I even sent hints, good hints. But I see, and your T-pages flipped that around and said I was hating on you. They said I was hating on you for talking to Bino. I was giving you the same information I would give to my own daughter. I'm telling you, don't take your kid around no damn man that you might not be with next week. You just had the last one for 30 days. And it didn't work out. You don't take your kid around no motherfucking promo shit. If that's what it was, I don't know. I ain't never seen no promo like that. That's some prostitution promo. I'm not hip to that promo. Okay? But them T-pages is prostituting you. They got every single nigga you been with, from the K Suave tattoo. They got all that shit on their pages. Any one of them pages that got, I bet your sisters don't got all them niggas on their pages. I bet you they don't. Any one of them T-pages right now you go to, and they got all them niggas in the last 3 months. They got all your niggas on there. Block them. Cuss them out, and them the people you need to go to war with. Them people that told you not to sit down. When my son told you to sit down and was going to hand you a bag to sit down till he got home in a couple months, block them too. Block them first. And then the motherfuckers who told you to get over there and start arguing with Zeus Network. I don't know if they garnished your money or what they did with your money that made you go off the first time or whatever happened. Whatever happened on the Zeus, I wasn't on there. I just heard about it. When you went off on them and you had to apologize to Natalie and Lemmy them, when you apologized to them because it wasn't their fault about whatever happened with your money, and that's really what's going on, but you got these people thinking that these people doing something to you. You need to tell these people, Stop encouraging me to do this dumb shit. You fucking up all my opportunities because really they want your opportunities. And since they can't get your opportunities, they gonna exploit your opportunities and ruin them for you because they getting paid for it. People that love you, baby, don't have you on their T page with 5 different ninjas in 1 year. Trying to convince us that you ain't giving them no booty. If you sucking their toes, you're sucking their balls. That's how it work. We ain't stupid. But them T-pages, see, they playing with you. They get on here and say, oh, she just sucking toes. She ain't sucking. Y'all, them the people you need to block out your mind. They have fucked up all your opportunities from day one. You got on there, don't put Karlissa on. Blue and let me like this. He already told me what he was going to do for me and with me. That's my son. Do you see Lemmy and them? They all a family on that Zeus network. Everybody who works for fucking Zeus, let it be known. Everybody's a fucking plumber or a plumber of a plumber. They're all fucking family. So you're on a network that's family-oriented, that's looking out for each other all the way from the top floor to the bottom floor of the motherfucking Zeus network. You thought the fucking Zeus network was finna violate Blueface and God for you? And cut me and Callie and Jaden out? How did you think that? How on earth did you think a network was gonna bless my son without blessing us, knowing that we all work on TV? I just don't understand how you even, and then you thought you was in control of how much money I was getting. They just told you that. They just told you that. I made sure me, Callie, and Dre was greatly taken care of over there. Yeah, that was your show, but that's Lemmy's show. That's Lemmy's network. Stop thinking you bigger than a program. That is a fucking family network. Why would they cut out Blue's family? If anything, they behind the scenes arguing with my son that we not finna play with your mama, nigga. We ain't going to hell for playing with your mama. We not finna starve your mama for her. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane that you thought that. That you thought you had that much control and manipulation over a whole goddamn billion-dollar network. I don't know what else to say. Your T-pages led you to believe that. Your T-pages, the ones that's posting me and my son going back and forth for a check. Y'all, I genuinely care for her. I do, because she's a mother. If she wasn't a mother, I would be sitting here laughing with y'all. But she's somebody's mama. And unfortunately, she's somebody's mama that need her. Every kid needs their mother, but your child needs you. He needs you to do things better than throw him on a goddamn couch and exploit him. Just the same way that you saying people exploited you, we feel like you exploited the baby. He didn't ask for you to throw him on that goddamn couch like that, and yeah, it pissed me off. So what you could do now, because that's your child, and we can always make it right. You don't have to be like my mama. My mama still calling me a lie about a man digging in my drawers. You don't got to be like that. You don't got to be like them people. You have a chance to do the right thing for real. You have a chance. You're young. Now, you probably fucked yourself out of every network there is known to man. But God will still bless you. He will find another way. Because everybody is not going to be comfortable enough to put themselves in that type of position for you to ruin it for their family. So what I need you to do is what I told you first. Apologize to your mama first. That's what made life better for Jonathan. When Jonathan apologized to me, I asked Jonathan to apologize to you too. I asked him to apologize to Jaden, and I asked him to apologize to Callie. I asked my son, after he apologized to me, to apologize to you, to apologize for not leading you the right way. And you know, there were several times that Jonathan tried to get you to stop smoking and drinking while pregnant, and he got a Hennessy bottle over the head. But you're not going to come out and tell the whole truth. But if you was to ever come out and tell the truth, you would be so much better off. So much better off than to make these people think that I just threw a Gatorade bottle at you because I wanted to sleep with my own son that I done raised. Start with your mama. Start with the apology with your mama, and you're going to see things change. Start there. All of y'all, start with your mama. Now, if your mama lying on you like my mama do on me, if she lying on you, hey, just pray for her. Pray for her to, before she leave here, to tell the truth. Okay? Anybody that's lying on you. But you got to know that I ain't threw no Gatorade bottle at no real nice young lady. My son been dating Angie since she was 14 years old, on and off. They've been friends, and me and Angie have had disagreements where we did not agree. But never once have she called me out my name and told me I wasn't no type of mama. And never once have I called her out her name or threw no Gatorade bottle at her. But everybody that you're arguing with, go check yourself, all of y'all. And y'all go start telling them T-pages to tell the truth. When y'all see them T-pages fake fronting like they give a fuck, y'all need to start speaking up. That's y'all job. Now I gotta go. My husband waiting on me.